guys! Welcome back again to Teacher Dana's lesson. So we are done with the lesson 1 which talks about the nature of light. So this is just a continuation of our module which is all about light. So in this lesson, we're going to explore the energy of light. Ano nga ba ang power na meron sa light? So from the previous lesson, we know that light may behave as a particle, a wave, or both, right? Depending on which phenomenon is being observed. To scientists, color of the things are not the substances of the things themselves. Say for example, the color of my shirt right now. So the substance of my shirt is not really color dark brown. This is not the color of the substances itself. Ang fabric na ginamit dito is not really color brown, but the frequencies of light emitted or reflected by this shirt or by the things which are dependent on their color pigment. So what you need to know in this lesson, you will be able to explain how the photon, the particle of light, and the fact that the energy of photon is directly proportional to its frequencies. So pag sinabi natin directly proportional, ibig sabihin, pag ang isa tumaas, ang isa din ay tataas. Pag ang isa ay bumaba, ang isa din ay bababa. This can also use to explain why in photographic dark rooms uses red lights. And another question would be, why ultraviolet light but not invisible light we get easily sunburned? And the question of, how do we see color? So paano nga ba tayo nakakakita ng kulay? Paano nga ba or nakakakilala na ito ay kulay green, ito ay kulay blue, ito ay kulay brown, ito ay kulay black? Paano nga ba? So in this lesson, we're going to know the answer behind it. So let's go! So in this illustration, it shows the electromagnetic spectrum. So it depicts all the types of light, including those that we cannot see in our own eyes. In fact, did you know that most of the light in the universe is invisible to humans? Ibig sabihin, mas marami tayong hindi nakikita kaysa sa mga nakita nating mga kulay. So, amazing, di ba? Napaka-mysterious talaga ng ating universe na akala natin na-explore natin lahat. But wait, meron tayong hindi mga nakikita at hindi pa nami-meet. So, in this lesson, we will going to explore those light na hindi natin nakikita. To be continued, the light we can see is made up of individual colors of the rainbow. As we all know, the color of the rainbow is red, orange, yellow, blue, green, indigo, violet, diba? The Roy G. Viv. So this represents only a very small amount or a very small part in the electromagnetic spectrum. Say for example, ganito kahaba yung klase ng lights. Ang visible lights is just a small part of it. So imagine, ang dami nating hindi nakikita, di ba? Ang dami nating hindi kayang makonceive. Another type of lights, aside from the visible light, is the radio waves, the microwaves, the infrared radiation, the ultraviolet rays, the X-rays, and the gamma rays, all of which are imperceptible to human eyes. Lahat ng yon ay hindi natin kayang makita. So this visible light, or the color of this visible light, corresponds to the particular frequency, the spectrum. Iba yung frequency ng red, sa yellow, sa orange, sa green, sa violet, sa indigo. Iba-iba ang kanilang frequency. Always remember that those colors who have short wavelength has higher frequency. Therefore, it has higher energy. So what do you think is the instrument used by the scientists to measure these frequencies of light? It's called the spectrometer. So ito yung mukha ng instrument na ginagamit ng ating mga scientists to measure the frequency of light. Okay, so the relationship between the energy and frequency is given by the equation E is equal to HF, where E is the energy of photons. H is the Planck constant. That is equal to 6.63 times 10 raised to 24 joules per second. So, ito yung constant, the Planck constant. And while F is the frequency, the electromagnetic radiation is more energetic with a higher frequency. So, ibig sabihin, yung mga matataas ang frequency, mas sila ang energetic. So, now let's find the answer to the questions earlier, okay? So, first, why do we get sunburn in ultraviolet light but not in visible light? As we know, the sun is the source of the full spectrum of the ultraviolet radiation, which is responsible for causing us sunburn, diba? This UV light has higher frequency. As you can see here in the electromagnetic spectrum, UV light has a higher frequency than the visible light. Therefore, it has higher energy. Kaya mas nakakasulog sa ating balat ang UV light as compared to visible light because it has higher energy and higher frequency. Let's have the second question. Why red light used in photographic darkrooms, just like this figure? Di ba alam naman natin na yung mga nag-develop ng pictures natin, mostly yung may mga ganung business, gumagamit talaga sila ng kulay pulang ilaw. Diba? Dark rooms used red lighting to allow careful control of light to pass through so that photographic paper, which is very light sensitive, would not be overexposed. That will result in ruining the pictures during the developing process. Because red light in the visible region of the spectrum has the lowest frequency and lowest energy, and therefore it does not affect the photo developing process. So ibig sabihin, the color red pala has the lowest energy, diba? So tayo naman, palagi natin ina-associate, pag nakasuot tayo ng pula, parang may fierce mode tayo, beast mode baga. Kasi parang, parang antapang mo pag nakapula ka. Pero opposite pala siya. Because red has the lowest energy. Because it has the lowest frequency. So, ibig sabihin, ang mas may malakas pala na energy in the visible region is violet. The last question, how do we see colors? Paano nga ba tayo nakakakita ng iba't ibang kulay? Visible light is a small part within the spectrum, right? Where human eyes can detect and sensitive to. It is of different frequencies and each frequency is a particular color. So sa iba't ibang frequency dito sa ating electromagnetic spectrums, dito sa ating visible region, sa ating visible light, sa bawat kulay ay may iba't ibang frequency. At sila ay may nagpo-possess ng iba't iba ding energy. Objects appear in different colors because they absorb some colors and reflect or transmit the other color the object is reflecting or transmitting is the color of the object na nakikita natin. White objects appears white because they reflect all the colors. Kaya nakikita natin puti. Ito din yung dahilan kung bakit pag mainit ang panahon, nasusuot tayo ng kulay puti, di ba? Kulay puting damit. Kasi nire-reflect niya ang lahat ng kulay in the visible region. But black objects absorb all of them, all of the colors. So, no light is reflected. Kaya, pag naka-black ka during summer, talagang maihinitan ka. Kasi ina-absorb mo lahat ng kulay. So, that's the reason behind. So, let's have another example. In this figure, we know that the cell of plants consists of chloroplast. And chloroplast, in the process of photosynthesis, it absorbs light, diba? So that photosynthesis will happen. But only the color green is being reflected. Kaya ang nakikita natin sa mga plants ay kulay green. Kasi nire-reflect niya yung kulay green. Inabsorb niya ang iba't ibang kulay. So, now you know, sabi ni Manny Pacquiao. So that's it, my dear viewers and learners. And of course, my subscribers. Natapos natin yung dalawang lesson, which is all about the energy of light and the nature of light. And I am hoping na sana makatulong to sa inyo in your studies. At I'm always asking for you. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click the notification bar for you to be notified for more videos. And also drop your comments sa baba kung meron kayong gustong kung meron kayong gustong i-clarify. So again, this is your teacher Dana. Say happy learning. Share more, gain more, learn more. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!